New to fascinators? Don't worry, this big bow design is perfect for beginners and looks very sophisticated. A statement bow, a touch of elegance, and yes, you can make it yourself. Let me show you how to craft beauty with your own hands. This is the model TV, and in today's video, let's see how to make a big bow fascinator, what to use and how to use it. So stay still, let's get into the video. I promise you it is short but very interesting, so don't go away. Let's see what material is required for this design. First, we need a fabric. Yes, any material at all can be used for a bow. I'm using organza and another thick material, black material inside. You can use poly. You can even use crinoline to make your bow, so it depends on you and what you want. So for the fabric, I'm just showing you how to cut. You cut it to your desired size. You sew it all round depending on the size that you want. Okay, so after the measurement, you either use, what I'm using here is warden. You can use warden as a thickener. You can use crinoline. You can put crinoline inside as a thickener. This is me showing so that you have how I molded the thickness. But if it is poly, you can as well use it without any other thing. So that is step one. How to this video is organized into steps, simple steps. So I had molded it earlier on, so I'll just open it up, remove the mold, and then cover it with fabric just like this using your gum, and you have a base. This is how it looks like. I've done the finishing. You can watch my video on how to do this in detail. So I had shown you the fabric I'll be using for the bow. These are the other materials, my Alice band, princess or face knit. Okay, then the molded base. How did I get this wording on this material? Do you have that question in mind? Okay, I answer it now. You use your iron and place the wording on the fabric and iron it. First, if you look at this wording, you will see a shiny part of it. That's an indication of where you have gum on the wording. So that is the part you put on the fabric and iron, and it will stick. It requires very hot iron. So tip number one from this video. So after ironing it, you turn it, you flip it, you attach or iron the wording to the back side of the fabric that you had sewn already. Now you push it in and bring out the face. Then you use your scissors to push out these edges so that you have a straightened straightened edges, I mean to say. Then step 3, you form your bow. Very simple. You use your thread to hold the center after you must have twisted it into a bow. You just use your thread and hold the center, or alternatively you can use a fabric belt, like you'd sew a little belt, then use it to round this center depending on what you want. It is as simple as this. So if we end the video here, it means we've been able to give out tips on how to design a bow fascinator. You use your thread and your needle to put the fabric together. You hold the center, or you use a fabric belt, this same material, cut it like a belt and hold the center, and you have a bow. So let's try it on a molded base. This is how it looks like. Okay, but I want to put a veil knit on it. Yes, you can open it up, cover it, you can make it like a separate bow, you can attach it as a face knit. However you want to play with this, you can play with it. This is where you bring in your own creativity, your ingenuity, your idea. You just play with it. One thing about a headwear design is that you manipulate it to whatsoever you want and it comes out amazing. So let me hear from you in the comment section. If you've not subscribed to this channel, do well to hit the subscription button and turn on all notification so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. I promise you, I always upload interesting and simple videos. So if you are a beginner, don't panic. You can learn from here from scratch and you make magic with your hands. So this is it. I formed another bow with the veil knit. So we have a double bow here. The next step will be to attach this bow now to the molded base. Then we attach Alice band and it becomes a fascinator. Okay, so for the center you can use brooch, you can use trimming, you can even use fabric. It depends on you. Whatever sits well with you is what you are supposed to use. Okay, candle gum to do the attachment, but it is safe to use both. You use your thread, you use your needle, you sew it, and then you can still use your candle gum to secure it. But whichever one you decide to use, you have to make it very neat and secure. So with this, after attaching your bow to the fascinator base, it is already a fascinator. You've gotten to like the end of the design. All you need to do is finishing, but you have to take your time while doing this sewing. You have to make it firm, you have to make it neat such that the thread is not seen anywhere and the gum, whether candle gum or any other gum, does not show. Like, you don't just pour it, you have to be very careful while secure it firmly. You make it very neat. If you look at the inside part of my molded base, you see that I still have candle gum on it because I removed an Alice band. I used a silver Alice band and I didn't like it, changing it to black, but I'll still have to give it a perfect finishing. Perfect. This is it. This is how it looks like. Then at this point we'll have to bring in trimming. Yes, because this is all black, I'll be using silver trimming to make it stand out a bit. You can use gold, you can use silver, but don't use the same color like the black. The beauty will not come out. Another thing is, you may decide to have wrap this trimming to the bow very well before you attach it to the fascinator base, but I did this so that I'll be comfortable doing this sewing. But assuming you just want to use candle gum, you can wrap it round, then you use your candle gum to stick it. It will stick, okay? But if you are sewing, it will give you issues, so it's best you do it this way that I'm doing. So as you can see, I have attached the trimming and this has brightened up the whole bow, and the fascinator is not dark again. That's the beauty of silver or gold. So let's attach Alice band, which is the last part of this design. You put your candle gum on the Alice band and fix it there. Alternatively, you can sew it with your thread and your needle. Quickly, you just pass your thread and hold it firmly, then do your finishing. We've come to the end of this video. Give this video a like, a comment, and a share if it makes sense to you. I'd love to hear from you. Has this added any value? Leave a comment for me in the comment section and stay tuned for my next video. See you there.